because I wanted to do some spell work for the channel and everything that I'm trying to do as a whole. There are some personal obstacles as far as emotionally and verbally that's going on in my life, and of course, it deals with family. So, I hadn't sent anything to Mama in a while. I got to get on that because she said I need to do something every day. She know I could be a little stubborn, but and not that I'm being stubborn, Mama. It's just that life's life be lifing, but that's no excuse. So I have the ancestor money here. I have my little cauldron burning, and I just put some camphor in it, and I'm just going to amplify the atmosphere. We're going to do our Psalm 91 mantra, and we're going to do our prosperity mantra. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to put in the clear quartz. See, I just saw that. Because we want to clear the energy. That's rose quartz. That's rose quartz. I need to find a clear quartz here, y'all. And I need to get some candle work going. Because listen, y'all, we're on to something great. Thank you, Spirit. And that's like a citrine. I think that's a clear quartz. If not, Spirit knows my intention. It's all about the intent, right? We got to stay focused, y'all. I can't stress that enough. If you see, you're just coasting along and then there's something that kind of sets you back, stay focused. Do what you got to do. It's right. No, that's not it. Do what you got to do and press forward, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and get started and get onto our spell work. And I hope everybody's doing well. So, for those of you just joining me, we're doing some spell work for the clearing of our atmosphere, for family matters, and also for prosperity. And so before I get started with the Psalm 91 mantra, because we need, a little more protection. As you know, when you're on the right path and you're trying to do what's right, you know, those low vibrational energies will try to come in to intervene to stop you from being focused. It's not that spirit is, not moving on by our behalf when we face obstacles. They're gonna do their part. They're gonna work. But we have to stay focused. That's why the obstacles come. That's why the disappointments come, because they're working. But if we just forget about what we're supposed to be doing, we, put our attention on what other people are doing, we mess it up. Okay? That's why I always tell y'all, we are the creator of our destiny. We really are. And if you really think about it, the last thing that you tried to do and did not accomplish, whose fault was it? You could say, well, they did this and they did that. But I know that Spirit gave you a solution to the problem, or told you beforehand before you got into the situation. It's us. It's us. It's always us. It's always us. But we're going to get it together. So this is why we do what we do, to help us along the way. So I have my ancestor money, and I'm just going to write down my businesses on on them. Royalty Spa Collection, Good Loving, Cosmetics, Little Shop of Magic. And of course, I'm going to put my social media on all of them. We're going to say, YouTube, I Feel Spirit as I'm writing, Instagram. And y'all can do this for yourselves. If you don't have ancestor money, please get some. Very affordable on Amazon. But you can definitely use parchment paper. You have parchment paper. Use what you got. It's all about the intent. But I like to amplify my spell work by, getting those things that put out what I need in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I can't call myself a hoodoo practitioner if I don't have the necessary tools to get the results that I desire. Okay, so now we have threads. I'm just putting down all of the social media sites that I'm on. Facebook, that's my number one, my numero uno. I'm even on Twitter. YouTube, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, Twitter. Anywhere else, Spirit. Oh, I'm on Bands. I'm on that app. That's for my clients. And also, I am on Telegram, which I need to start back posting. Okay. All right. So now we're going to use a few drops of my Wealth and Prosperity. And I want to do something for protection. We're going to do Roll Opener and Fiery Wall of Protection. And I got a lot of herbs to work with. Lemongrass is good for prosperity, believe it or not. And I want some calming in there. That'll be for my family's personal temperament. So we can stay calm through it all. We talked about that, right? In meditation. I hope y'all enjoyed that. So I just added the Fiery Wall of Protection and the Roll Opener oil. Soon, as I progress along, now I'm adding lemongrass. It's so good, y'all. These essential oils and things that I'm burning and herbs, the concoctions that I made. It's just so good. It smells good in your atmosphere. You feel it in your body. You can feel the vibration lifting. You can feel the magic happening. People can say what they want to say. They can laugh, they can snicker, but we know that it works. Those of us that know. Okay, so now I'm putting in my lavender. I should have did this earlier today, because I've been feeling this all day. Okay. I think I got all my herbs going. I'm going to put a little more of this. Hey, sis, how you doing? Oh, and let's put some cloves in there. We know that is awesome for prosperity. And I'm asking, as I am doing this for my household, the Spirit will also bless your household as well. Always my intent for those of y'all that support me. Okay, so this feels really good. All right, so now I'm going to get my tongue, and I'm going to burn my ancestor money, and then we're going to go right into our protection mantra, and we're going to do the prosperity, and we're going to close out with one of the mantras as well. Okay, so we just ask Spirit just to bless and to touch, and ask our ancestors to receive this offering tonight on behalf of the things that we need and that we desire. See that? Y'all see that? You know, I always get a good fire going. I have to be careful. I just heard in my spirit, whatever that means. Um, I just heard Spirit say, move above your issues. Move above your problem. Okay. Okay. Mentally, physically, and spiritually. Move above. We got to stay in the movement. We got to stay in the flow. Thank you for that, Spirit. Thank you. It's hard to hit, thank you, Spirit, a moving target. Yes. Keep moving. I tell you that Carrie LaShawn, one of our artists for Onyx Muse. Y'all, I'm gonna put that link. I hope I can put a link in the community chat. One of the artists that my daughter works with, her song, y'all hear me mention it. If you watch the Golden Mike Chronicles, I did interview her, but I'm gonna bring her back on the show so she could talk about that amazing song. It's Keep Moving. And I always reference back to that. Spirit really gave her that. It's hard to hit a moving target. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes. Okay, I'm smoked out, y'all. That's a good thing. Spirit is moving. Spirit is speaking. Atmosphere is clear. I got my incense burning. And then I'm gonna add another piece of camphor. This is what it looked like. Y'all want a little tiny thing. This clears allergies. It clears just nasty stuff in your atmosphere. If you're having respiratory issues, burn some camphor. So while you're doing it spiritually, you can be doing it within. It's really, really good if you don't feel good. One of the ingredients that we put in our lip gloss as well. That is on sale, Good Loving. That is on sale, 25% off. Go get you some. GoodLovingCosmetics.com. Okay, so we're good. All right, let's go right into it. Thank you, Spirit, for what you have done for us. We are overjoyed, we are grateful, and we are blessed. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for y'all patience. Y'all know how I get. I have to obey Spirit. Okay. All right. Here we go. I attach Psalms, the 91st chapter, to this prayer declaration because I am a child of the Creator. Thank you, Spirit, for delivering me from the snare of the fowler and the noisome pestilence. Thank you that my enemies are falling at my side by the tens of thousands. And they will never come nigh my dwelling. I really said, and they will never come nigh unto me, the church girl in me, saying the scripture. It's all the same. Thank you that the angels are taking charge over me and keeping my family protected. It is your divine love that leads us into prosperous places forever and ever and ever. Thank you, Spirit, that when people hear this prayer, they'll receive a miracle within 7 days. I thank you with a pure heart, respect, and gratitude. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, prosperity mantra. Okay. The world favors me and responds to the frequency of my name when it is spoken. Magically, I receive in return divine love, wisdom, abundance, and ancestral power. The energy of money surrounds me daily. That is why everything I call in from the spirit realm shows up expeditiously. Ashe. All right, y'all, we good to go. And this is burning lovely. This is doing good. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Had to get that done. Gonna just put this to the side. Keep an eye on it because it's still hot. And we're gonna go into our lesson for tonight. I am super excited. We are going to be talking about, I don't know how long we're going to be on it, but we're going to be talking about sleep. Your pocket sleep guide. Beat insomnia and gain a healthy sleep routine by Miss Anthea Courtenay. All right, let's get into it. So I'm going to combine the intro with chapter 1. Okay. A good, undisturbed night's sleep is one of the most enjoyable and totally natural pleasures available to us. Yet, for many people, sleep is hard to come by. This, in turn, affects the quality of their waking life. Sorry, y'all moving this over here. Okay. Sleep and dreams are as much a part of life as being busy and active. They unwind the body and mind, restoring our energies to face the next day. Yet, how many people regularly wake feeling really refreshed? According to the American Sleep Association, short-term insomnia has been reported by about 30% of adults and chronic insomnia by 10%. And many people, while not long-term insomniacs, experience times when the quality of their sleep is not all at it could be. Whether you suffer from full-blown insomnia or poor sleeping patterns, this book, these sessions, these episodes are for you. Your Pocket Sleep Guide will help you to break out of poor sleep habits and bring your whole life into balance. Find out how natural medicine such as herbalism and aromatherapy can help, as well as self-help methods such as exercise, relaxation, and adopting a change of lifestyle. Use this positive, easy to follow guide, and your sleep problems will be a thing of the past. Oh, somebody say glory, hallelujah. Woo, my goodness. Somebody's going to be living high after all this. This is great. Okay, so chapter 1. What is sleep? It is an extraordinary fact that something that occupies up to a third of our lives is still a mystery. Of course, we all know that sleep gives us rest. Without it, we feel tired and irritable and don't function as well as we like. Since 1952, sleep research laboratories attached to universities have been studying sleep patterns with the help of human guinea pigs. They have made numerous investigations not just into how we sleep, but why. And no one has been able to come up with a complete answer yet. If you are beset by insomnia, you might wonder what use such investigations are. Whatever sleep is for, you know you need it and feel rotten without it. But the results of many of these investigations can offer some reassurance to the non-sleeper. They have, for instance, blown away the myth that everyone needs 8 hours a night. Some of them suggest that most of us could get by on less sleep than we have without coming to harm. And some have come up with ideas for improving sleep. During sleep, the brain goes through four main stages, each characterized by different types of brain waves. The electrical impulses emitted by the brain. Stage 1. This first stage, the lightest, is the transition form, wakefulness to drowsiness. As we enter it, our muscles relax, the blood pressure drops, and the heart rate and digestion slow down. The brain begins to produce hormones such as serotonin and melatonin, which are associated with sleep and sleepiness. Whether they actually cause sleep is still under debate. At the same time, there is an increase in alpha waves, brain waves, of 7 to 14 cycles per second, which are typical of relaxed wakefulness. Alpha waves also appear in people who are meditating or under hypnosis. This stage lasts between 1 and 10 minutes in the normal sleeper, although we return to it at intervals during the night. It usually occupies only 5% of our sleep. Stage 2. Y'all, I'm going to read through this so we can get all of this, okay? Ain't no skipping around. I want y'all to really get all of this because I believe that the more we know about this, the more we're able to open up ourselves and tap in. I also believe, once we um, accomplish a good night's sleep, just because I don't have problems sleeping, maybe there's, another door or another spiritual path, something. I feel like that this is going to open me up in another way. Okay. It's going to benefit us wherever you are in your sleep pattern. Good, okay, bad. I believe it's going to help all of us. Okay. So I want us to get this knowledge because I always say knowledge is power. Okay. Stage 2. This stage starts quite soon after falling asleep and occupies about 45% of human sleep. It contains a mixture of deeper, slower brain waves, theta brain waves, 3.5 to 7.5 cycles per second, typical of drowsiness and light sleep, and slow delta waves, under 3.5 cycles per second, during which we are really unconscious. Stage 3. This stage occupies only about 7% of sleep in young adults and is another transition phase to deeper sleep. As delta wave activity increases, we are taking fairly rapidly on to stage 4. Stage 4. This is the deepest form of sleep, with delta brain waves predominating. It takes up about 13% of sleep in the young adult. We stay in stage 4 for quite long periods before surfacing again to REM and stage 1 several times during the night. REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep, is so called because the sleeper's eyes move, indicating that they are dreaming. It occurs during stage 1 sleep and increases in quantity later on in the night. It has now been found that we also dream during deeper stages of sleep. It used to be thought that REM sleep was the part of sleep essential to us. It was believed that these stages were needed for brain rest and that people deprived of them would develop psychosis. This last point has now been disproved. Although deprivation of REM sleep does produce irritability and difficulties in concentration and affects the ability to retain information learned the day before. People totally deprived of REM for more than 3 days have started to having waking dreams in the form of hallucination. Others have been found to become less inhibited and conscientious. Core sleep. In this book, Why We Sleep, sleep research expert Dr. Jim Horn proposes that the really essential part of sleep consists of stages 3 and 4, which he calls collectively slow wave sleep, SWS. During these stages, the brain is in what he calls an offline state. It is the only time during which this hard-working organ is totally at rest. SWS occurs largely during the first 3 cycles, that is, during the first half of a night's sleep. When people are deprived of sleep by staying up all night, it has been found that they don't need to catch up with all the sleep they've lost. They recover no extra light sleep and only a fraction of REM sleep. But they do recover all the lost deep sleep, which suggests that is the sleep that is really essential. And people who naturally need less sleep than the average, the same pattern is followed during the first few hours as in average sleepers. Although these people sleep for fewer hours, says Dr. Horn, they are getting the essential slow wave sleep. It is, it is as though these short sleepers have somehow done away with what seems to be the flexible, non-restorative sleep, the latter hours of sleep. His conclusion is that so long as we get our ration of core sleep, consisting of slow wave sleep and some REM sleep, the brain will recover from its waking wear and tear. The rest he calls optional sleep, which has no essential purpose but fills the tedious hours of darkness until sunshine, maintaining sleep beyond the point where core sleep declines, and it may in fact not be really necessary. This is phenomenal because now we're understanding that not everybody needs the 8 hours. I realized that I can sleep 6 hours and I'm good. That is probably why I get up early in the morning and I post on Facebook, and then I do go back to sleep because I'm just a firm believer that, when your body's at rest, it can better heal itself. And it just may be, I feel that way because I've been through a chronic illness. So I'm very, very anal about sleep and just resting. I believe, I never thought I'd be saying this, but even if you can't just go to sleep, just rest your body. Just rest your body. Just, allow it just to calm down and rest. And then, just breathe and just calm your mind. Because I believe all of that is essential in us being productive individuals, especially those of us that have families, especially those of you that are married, you have children, grandchildren. You have to give so many different parts of you to everybody. So it's important that you sleep. It's important that you rest. And now with this being before us, think about it. Do you need 8 hours? Okay. You may say, no, I don't even sleep 8 hours. You may need 4 to 6 hours. At least try to get 6 in. Because now we see that, some people just wired differently. So they can get 6 hours and get everything that they need. And then anything after that is just, you just sleep. So that's some amazing information to learn. Okay. Nobody knows why all creatures evolved the need to sleep. What we do know is that all creatures sleep and that it is a basic biologic need, just like breathing and eating. American Sleep Association. That's before our next paragraph. Okay, so how much sleep do we need? The amount of sleep needed or taken by individual people varies enormously. There's a standard belief that 8 hours is the norm, but we all know of people who need much less. Former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher is said to have thrived on 4 or 5. I said at least 6. So if she thrives on 4 or 5, I would suggest, just my personal opinion, that, she sleep 4 and just kind of chill for 2, then get up. But who am I to say? All right. And there have been a number of other famous short sleepers, including Winston Churchill, and Napoleon, both of whom catnapped during the day. Voltaire, who only needed 3 hours, wow, and Dostoevsky, who wrote his books between 3 p.m. and 5 or 6 a.m. the next morning. I always envy short sleepers. Think how much they can get done in those extra hours. For real, because everybody sleep, ain't nothing moving. You could go to the kitchen, get your little snack. You know, sometimes I be like, I be wanting to stay up late, right? I'll go to bed. It depends on what I'm doing. But, talk about the jealousy. My body's like, lay down. Even if I'm not sleeping, my body's like, lay down, honey. Now, I'm glad it don't interfere when I'm, doing my adult thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It lines up accordingly. But my body be like, lay down. And I be wanting to get up. Like now, when I finish this, I want to go in there and make some candles tonight. And my body probably will say, no, you ain't. I took a nap today. Like, what's really going on? You would not rule me, body. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. It's quite important for couples to realize that these variations are real. A short sleeper married to a long sleeper can make their partner's life quite difficult if they insist on banging around at 6 a.m. in the morning or interpret the other's genuine needs as laziness. Now, I've dated people that now I'm not talking about marriage. Marriage it was great. We just kind of, if one was asleep, we just kind of lay there. We just wanted to lay up on each other. But I've dated people that were short sleepers, and I'm a little bit longer depending on if I have to work. Now, if I don't have to work, I'm gonna lay there and get that little extra in. But all of them have been respectful. All this banging around and making noise, they look like little mouse. It's all a matter of respect. You know what I'm saying? If you have a partner, that's all it is. A matter of respect. You ain't got to make all that noise. Let your boo sleep. You know what I'm saying? Let them get that beauty sleep. For real. Short and long sleepers have been found by and large to have different personalities. Short sleepers tend to be hardworking, ambitious, and rather obsessive, as well as an extrovert and efficient. Long sleepers worry more, are less self-assured, and value their sleep, which they may use as an escape. I guess I'm borderline, okay? They are often creative people, yes. And creative people are said to dream more and to have more vivid and adventurous dreams than other people. Einstein was a long sleeper. Well, I be damned. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that. Now we're breaking down personalities. This is cool. Okay, the ages of sleep. The amount of sleep we need also varies with age. Listen up, okay? The average, quote unquote, 7.5 hours applies to adults between 60 and 50. That's a big gap. I'm going to start saying I'm sleeping like a 16-year-old, okay? We need 16 to 50, okay? 7.5 hours. Most small babies sleep about 16 to 18 hours a day, but they don't do it at night. They do it during the day when they should be sleeping at night. They want mama to feed them at night, okay? Flashback. And toddlers still need a lot of more sleep than adults. However, some older children may actually need less than adults, something which adults don't always recognize. With adolescents, the picture changes. Some teenagers will sleep up to 15 hours a night. They are not necessarily being lazy and will grow out of it. However, parents should note that longer sleeping hours are also a symptom of depression, which can hit teenagers quite badly. I can identify with that. At about the age of 16, we reach the normal adult pattern. That is, whatever is normal for us. From the age of 40 in men and 50 in women, the pattern alters again. In some women, the menopause temporarily disrupts sleeping patterns. But in everyone, as they grow older, nighttime sleep becomes lighter and more broken, with fewer dreams. In addition, many older people take naps during the day, so needing less sleep at night, including cat naps. The average sleep for 70-year-olds is about 6 hours in 24 hours. It's important to realize this, since many old people ask their doctors for help with their insomnia, when in fact they are sleeping quite normally for their age. That's good to know, right? Your body clock, circadian rhythms. The functioning of our bodies is governed by a biological inner clock known as the circadian rhythm, from the Latin circadium, meaning about a day. About a day. This regulates the times when various organs become more or less active and when the production of various hormones peaks and tails off. The length of the circadian day is normally between 24 and 25 hours. Some people have sleep problems because their body clocks are out of timing with the norm or disturbed by things like shift work and jet lag. The siesta, siesta, traditionally in hot countries like Spain, is in decline as Mediterranean businesses come into line with the rest of Europe. Yet it could be much more natural than our own pattern. The circadian rhythm is set to bring on sleep twice a day, mainly at night, but also in the early afternoon, which is why many people feel sleepy after lunch. The circadian rhythm also varies with age. Babies sleep regularly during the day, at first at around 3 hourly intervals, tailing off to a morning and afternoon sleep. By the age of 2.5, they are sleeping in the afternoon only. In the elderly, the need for an afternoon sleep usually returns. It appears to be the circadian rhythm which is responsible for some people being owls, finding it hard to wake in the morning but lively at night, while others are larks, leaping out of bed first thing and drooping by 10 p.m. Interestingly, these differences seem to grow less as people age. Now, those two, my oldest and my youngest, be up. My oldest, she's always been like that. She is a night owl. She'll get up and, she'll work or whatever, but she like bah humbug. But at night, child, and she's still like that. She's almost 30. So she just always, from a child, she's always been like that. And I just be like, it got to the point where she just would just lay there. I don't know if she would go in her room and play with her little dolls, and because she's always been mature for her age. But my oldest, she's just a night owl. I don't know if that'll ever change for her. Okay, sleep is absolutely crucial for our physical, mental, and emotional health and well-being. It is during sleep that we abandon conscious control of our physical body and the unconscious mind is allowed to roam free, giving rise to dreams. Although we now know a lot more about dreams, their real purpose isn't yet fully understood. However, it is known that we all dream several dreams a night, and it's been suggested that we have 100,000 dreams over the course of our lives. It wasn't until we approached the middle of the 20th century with the first electronic monitoring of the brain that we began to get a clear idea of the nocturnal adventures of the mind. For centuries, it was thought that the sole purpose of sleep was to rest the body and the mind. But this reasoning was disapproved when it was shown that both the body and mind are active during sleep. You can dream at any sleep stage, but you have your most vivid dreams, for at least the ones you remember, during REM sleep, when your brain is fully active. Studies have shown that subjects repeatedly awoken during REM, which means they were deprived of dreams, become anxious, bad-tempered, and irritable. This suggests that sleep overall is vital for physical rest and repair, and REM sleep, when we are most likely to dream, is essential for our emotional well-being. Therefore, although we still aren't sure about the whys, whats, and hows of sleeps and dreams, it's possible to conclude that one reason we sleep is also to dream, and that the different types of dreams we have can be indicative of our waking life. I'm so glad that they're bringing this to the forefront. They have. because I get a lot of messages from spirit in my dreams. I believe that astral projection, astral travel happens in dreams. I believe, and it gives me goosebumps when I say this, I believe the spirit gets up and roam while we sleep, especially those of us that are spiritual, okay? Because sometimes I could sleep long hours, have a hell of a dream, tell you everything that happened, and I wake up hella tired. For me, when I think about sleep, I think this is Spirit's way, Creator's way, God's way of giving us what we need from the supernatural so we can bring it into the natural and do the things that we couldn't do on this plane. Think about it. A lot of people say when they do something phenomenal, I hear a lot of wealthy people, creative people, painters, writers that we know from, the 1900s, 1800s, and so on and so forth. It was like they went into a trance or they had a dream. And I've, heard people say, I don't even know if I was asleep. I don't know how it happened. Maybe they nodded off to sleep and they got this phenomenal download that changed the course of their lives and history. Like I told y'all, this oil that I made, okay, the 3-way healing potion, I got this in my sleep. Cinnamon, anise, and cloves. And the way I put it together, I made it. My daughter, she loves it. I'm just waiting to get it into y'all hands. I use it for my hair, making my hair grow. You see my skin. It's amazing, So I got it in my sleep. When I came over to this side as a spiritualist, I got that message in my sleep. My ancestors came to me in my sleep. So sleep to me is hella important because I've seen a lot in my sleep. I've been able to give people prophetic messages because I went to sleep. I've been able to tell people what happened verbatim because I went to sleep. And it's scary. It's scary because if I'm sleeping that deep, if my body is tired, if my spirit is leaving, am I dying and coming back to life to give people a message? Because it said, if the spirit is to be absent from the body, you're present with the Lord. Am I a superhero? Those of you that's experienced, are we superheroes? Are we dying and coming back to life? That's why we're the chosen one to bring the message from spirit to our people, to the world. So people wonder why. Why are you so gung-ho about the things that you believe? Why are you so strong-willed about the things that you believe? Because there's nothing can deter me because I got this message not from somebody convincing me, not from me just reading a book. I got these damn messages in my sleep. I saw it, I felt it, I experienced it, and nobody can shake me from this path. I told you I was missing my mother really bad, and I said, Mama, just come to me in my dream, because I was really going through a time of grief. And sure enough, that beautiful lady showed up in my dream, had on all white. She loved me to drive her around in my car, and we were driving, and she gave me the messages. I'm sorry, y'all. This is how I found out about the Kundalini energy. Y'all know I'm terrified of snakes. Okay, that's the symbol on the medical symbol and all of that. That's how I found out about it, y'all. Through my sleep. My mama came to me in my sleep and she said, let's take a walk. She had on all white, and usually we're talking and laughing when I'm driving, but this particular day, she had her hair wrapped. Everything was wrapped. We both was hair, like we was on just like a spiritual journey, and is, but to actually see that in a dream. We both had our a head wrap, and had on our garment. And she said, let's take a walk. And usually, Mama was a walker anyway. She exercised. But she wanted us to get out the car and take a walk down the street. And we took a walk down the street. And this is so vivid. That's why I'm like, I can't believe the dream that I dream. I can tell you the smells. I can tell you the colors. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like I die and come back to life. Because it's just so vivid. So we walk down the street and I see these rabbits. Okay? And feel free to share what you're getting out of this as well. I see these rabbits. And the little rabbits. And then I see this big snake. Lord have mercy. It was huge. It was a python. And it was eating the rabbit. You could see it just. And it freaked me out. I said, Mama. And my mom was, in real life, was scared of snakes too. We both can't stand them. So I said, Mama, we walked by. Because I seen it out of my peripheral, vision. And then I doubled back and I looked. We had passed. I said, Mama, we got to save the rabbits. Now that's a damn snake. What I want to save a rabbit for? I don't want to fool no snake, but in the dream, I wanted to save the little rabbits, the rest of them. And my mama said, no, baby, we can't save the rabbits. What? She said, the snake has to eat too. It's the cycle of life. So she was telling me about that energy. She was telling me, stop grieving so much over me. We're born, we grow, we live, then we die. However, it's mapped out for us to die. It's the cycle of life. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. My belief, we've been taught, and it's crazy as hell when you think about it, that Jesus is coming on the cloud. He's going to blow this horn. Everybody's going to see it. Everybody going to hear it. Everybody going to see it. We wait for Jesus. Said the dead in Christ going to rise first. Y'all know the whole shit, blah, blah, blah. It's beautiful. I believed it for years. I believe that this life will never end. Life is going to go on and on and on. I believe. And when we leave here in fleshly form, we have a life on the other side. I'm still researching reincarnation, but somehow I'm believing it. You know what I'm saying? No Jesus is coming. No heaven and hell, we're going to be tossed in. Throw away, you know what I'm saying? Heaven, hell, tossed away. It don't make no damn sense. It don't make no damn sense. It's all fabricated. It's all fabricated. And I say that because of what I've experienced in my sleep. I say that I believe I died on the table when, they put me under to remove that fluid from my chest when I just had so much with the other side that makes me, I'm not just saying this just to be saying it. Death and rebirth, absolutely. That's what, yes. I'm not just saying this because I'm saying it. I'm saying it because my experience, y'all. I just believe it keeps going on and 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 on to the break of dawn. It ain't no break of dawn. It's gonna go on and on and on. So, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Yeah, the death and the rebirth. Yes, that's what my mom was saying. Like, baby, I died so that I could live again. Why we feel like only Jesus died to live again? Or whatever you believe. Please don't take offense to this. This is my experience. But I do challenge you. If I'm ruffling your feathers, I do challenge you to relook at your belief system when it comes about death. And one thing that really, really irritates me, I'm going to go over the dream types and then we'll be done. Oh, then we'll be done with that. Got 2 more minutes. one thing that really makes me mad, and if I ever get into a discussion with a Christian about it, I'll probably get in an argument. Because it pissed me the fuck off. Excuse me, y'all. Telling us, don't honor your ancestors. Don't talk to dead people. They're not dead. The spirit does not die. You know how many people would be better off in church, in religion, if they tell them to honor their ancestors? Because they really help us. I get a little pissed off when I think about it. Like, a lot of people walking around here and say, Grandma just dead, Daddy just dead, I love da 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 da. They can't even go on. But having the reassurance, this is the way I feel about it. Having the reassurance and the comfort, know that they're still walking with me in spirit form. And y'all know I always say the highest honor of this life is to die and be an ancestor, be an elder. You know what I'm saying? That's the highest form of honor. And to know that they're with me. So, I get sad. I want mama in the physical form. But honey, I love her even more so in the spiritual form. But the things I tried to get her to understand concerning me, she really understands that now. I mean, if I sound like a crazy woman, so be it. Don't knock it till you try it. Absolutely amazing. I told y'all I will be doing a reading for people. And I told you this side, their loved one will come up on my right side. And I say, this is da 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 da. They're like, oh, it's real shit. It is not demonic. It's not evil. There is a life beyond this life. And if you really want to find out what it's like, consult with spirit. You'll see. And what I'm saying is confirming to some of y'all. You've already been there like this. That's what it was. I hope I'm bringing light to those areas. We cannot be what's the word I'm looking? Encaged by religion. Religion puts us in a cage. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there some way. There's a picture that I had. I gotta find it. And there's 3 prisoners in a room, or 2. And they're all drawing. There's bars in the windows. They can't see nothing but the sky, but they're all drawing. And I think it was 2 of them. One of them, only thing they could see was the bars. And the other one could see beyond the bars. They saw the trees. You know what I'm saying? That is what religion is to a lot of us. I saw beyond what a man was telling me. I saw beyond, what was in that book. Like, it's more to this. Even if you're questioning, it's got to be more to this. You're going to begin to awaken and see beyond. And spirit is going to say, oh, he's ready, she's ready. And lift you up out of that imprisonment, which is religion, and take you into a whole nother realm. And that's when the awakening begins. The awakening is something to reckon with. Sis said, like nature, does the seasons ever die and never come back again? No, each returns every year. And thank goodness, because I'm ready for this cold weather to leave already. That hard. The seasons are not dead. They're only sleeping. That's a word. Yes, honey. I'm like, And you know what? I'm grateful for the cold weather that I experienced in Pennsylvania and Ohio. Because I be like, okay, I'm grateful. Because all that snow and shit I went through. But anyway, y'all, I want to share that. I know, sis. Where you at again? I forgot where you at. I forgot where you say you're at. Okay, it'll come to me. All right. So the dream types. Just as there are different types of music, there are different kinds of dreams. Although different types of dreams can blend and merge, Modern dream researchers tend to break dream types into following categories. Y'all, this is a game changer. For the note takers, write it down, baby. We about to learn some good stuff. Let me get my highlighter. Different types of dreams. Okay, the first one, amplifying dreams. These can exaggerate certain situations or life attitudes in order to point them out sharply for the dreamer. For example, someone who is very shy may dream that they have become invisible. Anticipating dreams. These are dreams that may alert us to possible outcomes and situations in our waking lives. For example, passing or failing an exam. You in the South. Okay. Okay. Cathartic dreams. Cathartic dreams. Let me spell it for y'all. CATHARTIC dreams. Such dreams evoke extremely emotional reaction. When the unconscious is urging us to relieve pent-up feelings, we may feel unable to express in waking life. For example, you may find yourself telling your boss exactly what you think of them in your dream. Honey, I done had all of these. But there's more. Contrary or compensatory dreams, like you compensating for something that you don't have. All right. In these types of dreams, the unconscious places the dreaming self in a totally different situation to the one we find ourselves in waking life. For example, if your day has been filled with unhappiness and stress, you may dream of yourself spending a carefree, happy day by the seaside. Daily processing dreams, also known as factual dreams. Daily processing dreams are dreams in which you go over things that happen during the day. Cathartic. Cathartic. There you go. Seemed like we had this before. Cathartic. Cathartic. Okay. Daily processing dreams. Thank you, sis. Also known as factual dreams. Daily processing dreams are dreams in which you go over things what happened during the day, especially those that were repetitive or force you to concentrate for long periods. Dreaming about a long trip or a tough assignment, for example. These kinds of dreams don't tend to be laden with meaning, and most dream theorists think of them as bits and pieces of information your brain is processing. Dreams of childhood. Dreaming about your childhood may reflect a childhood dynamic that hasn't been worked out yet and requires a resolution. For a while, I kept, I even have them now. I was going to write about it. The book was going to be called 2545 Marble Street. That's where, when I was 9 years old, I started living with my grandmother. And I experienced a lot of spiritual things there. I seen closet monsters I told y'all about. And a lot of stuff happened there. My grandmother life was lifing on Marble Street. And now, I've had dreams before, not recently, but I've had them. Several dreams where the incident happened at that house. Anybody know what that's about? Dreaming that you are cussing somebody out. Ooh, I had dreamed recently that I was whooping up on one of my sisters. Lord, no! Two of them I want to whoop up on. And I had a dream. Oh God, give me strength. That's why I called on the Holy Ghost. Help me, Holy Ghost. I don't want to be whooping up on them. I catch a charge. Because the way I was whooping up on them in that dream. Okay, next dream. False awakening. It is thought that many reported sightings of ghosts are caused by false awakening, which occurs when you are actually asleep but are convinced in your dream state that you are awake. This is the kind of vivid dream in which you wake up convinced that what happened in your dream really occurred. Y'all need to rename that. That's not a false awakening. Just call it an awakening. The fuck? False awakening? Miss Anthea, I don't agree with that. Just call it an awakening, girl. Incubated dreams. This is when you set your conscious mind on experiencing a particular kind of dream. For example, you may incubate a dream of a loved one by visualizing your loved one's face before you sleep, or you may ask for a dream to answer your problems immediately before going to sleep. The theory is that your unconscious responds to this request. No, my mama responded to my request. Stop playing. Okay, inspirational dream. Many great works of art, music, and literature have allegedly been inspired by dreams, when the unconscious brings a creative idea to the fore. I like how she's trying to just make light of the spiritual things. She's like really trying to make it like, this is normal. This is, girl, give honor what honor is due. Lucid dreams. These occur when you become aware that you are dreaming while you are dreaming. It takes time and practice to stop yourself from waking up. But it is possible to learn how to become a lucid dreamer and control the course of your dreams. Girl, like I'm talking to one of my girlfriends. Girl, I don't know how I learned that, but some dreams I was having, I don't know how. I don't know if it was the spirit guide or whatever. I haven't taught myself how to. But the dream could be so bad. And in the dream, I realized, that, oh shit, I'm dreaming. And I wake my ass up. It'd be like one of those type of dreams. I didn't train myself to do it. I just think spirit helped me to figure it out. I wonder if something happened at your grandmom's house that are blocking the memory of. I think I can remember everything that happened. I got a lot of stories about that house. Maybe maybe there's something that I forgot. Like I can tell you about the events in that house, like back to back to back. There was a lot of drama in that house. It was a lot of drama in that house, but it was also a cozy house. I don't know. It was everything I needed to be and everything I didn't want it to be. I don't know. To be able to write a whole damn book. And that house was so little. And it's still there too. It's still there. Ooh, yeah. That's something to think about. Nightmares. These are dreams that terrify us or cause us distress in some way by waking us up before the situation has resolved. Nightmares occur during REM sleep and typically arise when a person is feeling anxious or helpless in life. Once the dreamer has recognized what is triggering this and worked through any resolved fears and anxiety, nightmares tend to cease. That's a lie. It depends on if you have been diagnosed with PTSD. Night terrors. These are similar to nightmares, but because they occur in deep sleep stage 4, we rarely remember what terrified us, although we may be left with a lingering feeling or unexplained dread. Past life dreams. If you dream of being in a historical setting, some believe this is evidence of past life recall. Okay, now she knocking on my door. Come on in. Come on in. Most dream theorists dismiss the existence of past life or far memory dreams or genetic dreams when you assume the identity of an ancestor. Okay, I was cussing her out. Now she on my street. Let's walk, baby. Let's walk. Psychological dreams. These dreams reflect the state of your body. So, for example, if you have an upset stomach, you may dream that you are being violently sick. These dreams may highlight the progress of serious physical conditions or, in some cases, predict the onset of them. All right. She my girl. She my girl. Because she was, I don't know what she was doing, but, all right. Problem-solving dreams. These occur when you have gone to bed, mulling over a problem and found the answer in your dream. This could be because your unconscious has already solved the problem and sleeping on it, quote unquote, gives your unconscious a chance to express itself. Psychological dreams. These are dreams that bring things we would rather not think about to our attention. They make us face an aspect of ourselves or our lives that might be hindering our progress. They are often about our fears, anxiety, resentment, guilt, and insecurities. For example, if you dream you are running around and around on a hamster wheel in a cage, this could suggest that in your waking life you are not giving yourself enough time to relax. Y'all, this is good. Recurring dreams. Dreams that recur typically happen when the dreamer is worried about a situation that isn't resolving itself in waking life. When the trigger in waking life is dealt with, the dreams usually end. Vigilant dreams. These are processing dreams that involve your senses. For example, if your cell phone rings or a picture falls to the ground while you are asleep, the sound may be incorporated into your dream, but appears as something else, such as a police siren or a broken window. Wish fulfillment dreams. These are the kind of dreams in which we quite literally live the dream, quote unquote. We might win the lottery. Yes, I've had those dreams. Ooze charisma, or simply go on a long vacation. In these kinds of dreams, our unconscious is trying to compensate for disappointment or dissatisfaction with our current circumstances in waking life. That's it. Woo! I enjoyed that. What y'all think of that? Saturday and Sunday I won't be on, but Monday I'll be here. Saturday and Sunday I got some things to do with my daughter. She has to perform, and we have some things to do Sunday. I'm kind of chill. But I'll be back Monday. But what y'all think of this? This is so good. I really enjoyed this. Let me know. This was like thebomb.com. And I like how she broke down dreams. And yes, I was mad at her at first, but she got to it. All right. So we're good. Y'all let me know what y'all think of that. And I'll be back Monday. And we're going to talk about what insomnia is. All right. So, this it's still hot. It's, cooled off. I'm going to, usually I would save the ashes, but I really want spirit ancestors to take this and bring it back quickly. So I'm going to let this out in the wind tonight. I'm going to go run and get me something to eat as well. It was good. It was really good. And I don't know who else to join us, but thank you for joining us. I'm grateful for the thumbs up. Thankful for the subscribers. Monday, I will be rolling out. I'm just going to do that every Monday. I'm going to be rolling out morning coffee and tarot. So I'll do that, upload it to Facebook. Also on TikTok and here. I put the full one because sometimes they cut it off, but I'm able to put the full thing here on YouTube for y'all enjoyment. And I'm going to get back in the role of the Podbean and start that Queen Tayi Speaks, talking about my spiritual journey and all of that. Just want to have stuff everywhere that y'all can tap into. If you are driving, you could pull up that Podbean app. I need to get more content out there, and so you can listen. I don't want you, y'all know I'm animated. If you watch me while you're driving, you're going to be tempted to look at what I'm doing and crash. Don't want to be, I want to be the fault for that. I want to have stuff on all platforms that you can listen to, you can watch, you can enjoy. Okay? All right. Okay, here we go. We're going to do our money affirmation. And we're going to close out, and I'll see y'all on Monday. You've been looking for a sign, and this is it. Money is coming into your hand. Plenty and plenty of money. The ancestors, the spirit guide, have been waiting to bless you. See yourself wealthy. See yourself spending large amounts of money. See your car note being paid in full. See your mortgage being paid in full. See yourself withdrawing 10,000 to 100,000 of dollars out of the bank at a time. See yourself taking trips you've always wanted to take. See yourself on your dream vacation. See all of your debts paid. See yourself at peace and your health is A1. See yourself giving to charity. See yourself having a large retirement fund. See yourself investing in your businesses. You will no longer spend money. Get rid of that term. You will circulate money. Money comes back to you and me 1,000 fold. Ashe. I love y'all. Have a wonderful night. This has been phenomenal. Weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. See y'all Monday. Good night.